listeners, I see that you are already here waiting for me. Welcome, welcome to another live. I'm so happy to be here. The lives are just so much fun. So let me see if you are here. Let me see if you're here. Who is here? Now, who can hear me? Oh, look at this. Isn't this a nice little string here? I'm looking into the computer so I can see what you're saying better. Let me see. Are we all here? Are we here? Say yes. How's everyone holding up? You hear me? Yes. Beautiful. Oh, so nice to be here. Who do we have here? Adriana Q, Kale, Amy Rappaport, Katarina. Hi from the UK. Where are you guys all from? Where are you all from? From the UK, from Mexico. From Mexico. From London. Oh, wow. What time is it? You guys are dedicated. You are dedicated. From Europe, California, Australia, Oregon. Wow. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to try to do a live every week because it's just so much fun. From Agartha. Agartha. Oh, okay. Norway, New Jersey, Ottawa, Ontario. Beautiful. It's midnight, says Tom. Just about to sleep when you saw I'm going live. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Now, I have a question before we start. Can one of you or some of you perhaps do the timestamp thing? Can you maybe keep a note, keep a track of the timestamps, what we're talking about when? Because if not, I have to go back in and watch the whole thing over. It takes hours. So for those who are watching this afterwards, we're going to have timestamps in the comment section and below, so you can scroll through and see exactly what you're interested in more detail, because we're going to talk about a lot of things, okay? A lot of things we're going to talk about. Time is irrelevant. Okay, let me see. Do we need a moderator? Is there someone who wants to be a moderator? Say yes, say hello, say yes if you want to be a moderator, and I'll make you a moderator. Moderators, all they do is if there are any super negative comments, they just block them or throw them out. Throw whoever out who is saying negative things. So let us do that before we start. Who wants to be a moderator? Somehow the chat is coming through like really slowly here. Okay. Anyone want to be a moderator? Let me see if this is faster here. 50 people in the house. Yes. Nobody wants to be a moderator? Hi, you all, says Mary. Hello. Butterfly here's, oh, okay. Who wants to be a moderator? You can say yes later and I'll come back. Oh, you got Sierra Lee. Oh, thank you. Let me see. Let me make you a moderator. Sierra is going to be the moderator. Here we go. Sierra Lee is the boss in the chat. You better do what she says. Rynee tries to do timestamps. Thank you. Thank you. And if you do timestamps, would you mind putting them in the comments afterwards? Not in the chat, in the comments. Okay, because that's what people usually look at. Okay, are you ready to jump in? Are you all ready? I got some beautiful downloads. Again, I'm always getting them, but I was compelled to again talk a little bit about what we're going through and why and how this fits into the bigger picture of time. And I got a few interesting numbers from the Akashic records as well. Yes, hello everyone who's scooping in here later. We'll have lots of people joining us because I just do these lives ad hoc. We got the Blackboard over there. We got different colored chalk. We're all ready. So, all right. I made some notes here, so I'll be referencing the notes. So, what's happening right now? We know that there's turmoil everywhere we look, all right? Outside of us in the world, in every country, we are inundated and subjected to chaos. And this is normal. This is absolutely normal. And it's actually not so bad. Because what is truly happening, to get into that main point, what's truly happening is what Me and many others have talked about so many times, there is a timeline split. You know this, but we want to look at this a little more closely. I'm going to afterwards link some videos down below where I already talked about this timeline split last year. So what's happening is that as a planet strives for the light more and more, all life strives to expand and strives to go towards the light. As this happens, depending on what kind of third dimensional planet we're on, it can be smooth or it can be tumultuous, right? And remember last time I already said that we're on a 40, I think it was 44%. Let me see, do I have it written here? Yeah, a planet that is 44% 3D negative, right? So that means that from a beautiful, positive, third dimensional place, when it's time to ascend, when we want to move towards the light, if there is zero negativity, there doesn't have to be this turmoil. There doesn't have to be this separation. There doesn't have to be all what we're going through. It doesn't. But since we are a planet that's very, I would say, that is experimental, our planet is made up of so many different soul groups, positive, negative. There's a lot of history that we've talked about already here on planet Earth that is quite tumultuous. So we are 44% negative. That's just the negativity. I try to measure these things in the Akashic records to get a frame of reference, right? 44% negative. So you can imagine that it's not going to be a very smooth, easy birth of 5D. It's not. It's not possible with this amount of negativity, with the negative soul groups, with, you know, those power structures that are not the most positive, that are affecting us everywhere on Earth. We've talked about this. So, do you guys want to jump right in to the explanation on the Blackboard? Do you want to do that? Let me see what you're saying. Oh, these strings here. Okay, let me see. Okay. So, only 44% negative, ha ha ha. That's a good way to see it. Why can't everyone just be positive? Some soul's choice is to be negative. It's all a choice. We have the choice, believe me. No matter where we're at in life, we have the choice whether to strive towards the light in our natural evolution or to take a detour down into the dark depths of negativity, right? Love my blouse. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yes, okay. Odd responses from tarot card readings lately. I don't do a lot of readings. I did it for a friend and it was spot on. But yes, trying to do predictive work right now is difficult. It's really difficult because of the split and because of what I'm going to show you. Let's see here. Turmoil alley, help. You love those blackboards. Okay. Watching from the belly of the beast, Washington, D.C. You're in the belly of the beast? Are you being digested? Or maybe spat out of that belly? That's so funny. All right, over to the Blackboard. Let's do this. Let's do this. Here we go. Let's take you a little bit closer so you can see better. Okay, let's turn the light around. Let's jump right in, okay? Let's jump in to today's theme. All right, so as always, I feel that there is not a lot of light, guys. This Blackboard is so opaque it swallows the light. All right. Ooh, it makes me look completely over. I guess that's okay. It's all right. So let's start. Let's start. Just to get the big picture. Let's go over here. Let's get the big picture. So remember last year I was explaining the spiral of time like this, right? The spiral of time of our Earth is going like this. And where has it come from? I feel it came from a place that was higher. We're talking Lemuria. It fell. We're talking Atlantis. It fell. You see, we're talking many rises and falls, I would say, from 5D to 3D and maybe lower 3D, then to 5D again. So the fluctuation of the densities in the time journey of a planet, is it normal or is it not? I don't know. I don't remember. I don't remember the other planets' journeys exactly, but I feel that it's normal. If you look at any graph, it goes like this. Like nothing is always like this. It's like this, right? And the question is, where are we now? Can you guys see this? I think you can see it, eh? You can see it? Now, where are we now? Let's say this is where we are now. We've gone up, we've gone down. And now is one of those points where things are really starting to speed up. And now is one of those points in time where change is imminent. I feel there's points, it's just like in the development of a human being, there's points. You're born, right? You get your first tooth. You suddenly grow a little bit. You become a teenager. You become an adult. There are phases in growth. And in a planet and in Ascension, it's the same. And right now we're at point X, right here, where it's like, so what are we going to do? It's a point. Are we going to go up? Are we going to go down? And this is what's happening. We know that a lot of, I would say, negative forces. Okay, I'm going to draw this again. The draconian eye. That's just representing the negative forces. They have influence from below, negative influence. And we have, let's say, the angelic forces, right? The light forces, which are us, of course. This is us. This is us and them. Us and them, of course, have influence as well. And right now, it is true that there is a battle between light and dark, negative and positive, the polarities, because 3D is very polarized. 3D is polarized. 3D. So let's say this is 3D. Okay, 3D. So what's happening at this point right now? Right now, there's a push and there's a pull. Some of us want to go up, others want to go down. And right now, this is what's happening. This is like woo, woo, woo. This is like a huge, huge kind of messy turbine. It's like a boiling pot. And what's actually happening is there is negative forces, negative agendas, negative people right now that are trying to do this. They're trying to create this funnel, you know, like this hurricane, like pulling you down. And the 3D political system, right? Everything that's come up last year, everything, including politics, sickness and disease, everything has been exploding to this point. So now the question is, what's happening? What's going to happen? Now, if you let yourself get pulled into this boiling pot, right, the more you pay attention and go deeper into what's happening, oh my goodness, politics, this, that, the more you focus on this, the external, because look at this, you see, this is kind of interesting. You see what happened here automatically? You see this? Here is a still point in the middle. So we can either be vroom, 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 boom, be pulled down. Or we can kind of float in the middle. The eye of the storm. We always talk about the eye of the storm, the eye of the hurricane, right? So either we are pulled down, and then what will happen is this. This is where the split of the timeline occurs right here, is a true split of the timeline. And I've seen this from the very beginning. What happens is this. This is a timeline going down, humanity going down. And on the other hand, if you are in the eye of the storm and you manage to get out of this, then this is what's happening. This is the timeline going up. This is the Ascension timeline. 5D. Ascension. This is 3D. And actually lower 3D, probably in between some dimensions. This is time. Okay? So this is what's happening. Does this make sense so far? Let me see what you guys are saying. What are you saying? Let me see. Let me go down. Surprised to see you were the adult in the room. No chaos on your timeline. Good for you guys. Yes, yes. It's making sense. Thank you. All right. So, this here is what we're seeing. And this here is what we can let ourselves get sucked into. Because what happens here is 3D is the realm of, I'll just write it down again. 3D is the realm of polarity. It's the realm of the external, right? External. You're a victim of circumstance, right? This is not a very empowered place to be necessarily. Polarity, external, victim. This is the realm of beliefs. We talked about that the other day, beliefs. This is the realm of where we look for a savior. Who's going to save us? Savior. This is the realm where you can get sucked in so easily, also into that whole political narrative. We all got sucked into it last year, didn't we? Didn't we? So, when you get sucked into this, I kind of got this visual. You got sucked into it, and if you're not careful, you get sucked in and you get spat out. It'll spit you out, so it'll be like, woo, you'll be like little people flying, getting spat out, like, wah. You see here, like, woo, you're kind of trying to escape. This is supposed to be a little person flying with hair flying. You're spat out. And where are you going to go? You're like, a lot of us and a lot of others are finding ourselves kind of floating in mid-air. It's like, what the hell? Wow, what just happened? What should we believe? Who's our savior? Who's good? Who's bad? I don't know what to believe anymore. So a lot of us are kind of just like flying and floating in mid-air. Floating in mid-air, right? So I feel that the deeper you are sucked in and the more you participate in this 3D system in the storm, the more difficult it is and the more you'll probably get spat out. And you can see this as a lot of politicians, right? All the politicians that dedicate themselves, the people who are in the spotlight, they are sucked in deeper and deeper and deeper. And then they get spat out. Does that make sense? So, don't let yourself get sucked in, drawn into this funnel. Don't let yourself be spat out. Stay in the eye of the storm and make your way up into this 5D timeline. And always the question is, how do we do it? How do we do it? Well, this is an easy way to do it is to understand what 3D and what 5D is. Here, right, all the external, who's going to save us? And this is where a lot of people got stuck. And I have to mention again the politics, because I've been getting a lot of messages. I've been seeing a lot of people who are like who've completely broken down because of what happened politically, not only in the United States, but everywhere in the world. So a lot of people were betting on specific politicians or people in the medical industry, the vaccine, Trump, whoever you believed would save you. Who's going to save us? This is the answer. Here, a lot of people were looking for outside forces to save them. And a lot of people were feeling bad. But I'm going to tell you something. Welcome to 5D. Welcome to 5D, where you can let go of all these beliefs. Doesn't matter. You don't have to feel bad. Don't feel as though the world is going to end because of everything that's happening. I know a lot of you are not happy with political outcomes. But you know what? Welcome to 5D, where all of that does not matter. It doesn't matter. Okay? We're not going to go deeper and deeper and get hung up on the savior complex, right? How many of you are like QAnon people? QAnon, right? I mean, I feel that here in this space, we accept every single perspective. And we're going to come to perspectives in a minute. But a lot of people really got sucked in a little bit too deeply into this, into the polarity. And if you do that, then if the outcome is not how you want, you're gonna think you're going under. You're gonna say the world is going to heck. What's happening? In the end, it doesn't matter. You know why? Because, like I said, welcome to 5D, where you don't have to have beliefs anymore. You're not the victim anymore. You don't have to stick to any polarity. I believe in this. You believe in that. The external is not so important, and you don't need any more saviors. Because this, the 5D, is the place of sovereignty, right? Sovereignty. Sovereignty. You can't see it. Sorry, guys. Yeah. Sovereignty. And what does it mean to be sovereign? Sovereign means to be not dependent on any outside circumstances. So who cares who wins an election in the end if you look at this? You're allowed to zoom out and you're allowed to drop all these beliefs, and you don't have to feel bad. You don't have to feel bad for what you believed last year, for what you thought, for what you said last year. It doesn't matter, because now you are here, okay? And I'm going to give you the first percentage. Right now, and this is like, this is a little bit sad, but look, right now, 1.6% of the population, I checked this in the Akashic records, 1.6% of the population is in the 5D timeline, has made it out. 1.6%, and you are them. You are one of them. You who are watching, you're one of these. So that's why I'm saying, welcome to 5D, where you can let all of it go. You can let it all go, because in 5D, we go from belief systems to perspectives, right? Perspectives. Perspectives means that you see every side. You see every side. And you can always choose which side you want to adopt right now. What perspective makes more sense to you? Maybe the perspective is that I don't care at all what's happening because I create my reality. And this is something that I was channeled for my guides. One of the perspectives which I'm going to present to you, which came to me from an old Tao master that I spent some time with. And this is the perspective. I'm going to write it up here. Let's see what you guys think. The perspective is this. Everything is good. That's the perspective that you can choose to adopt. So you look down, this is happening, this is happening, this is happening. And then you can choose for yourself that everything that is good. Why? Because you're on the way up. Because you believe in the divine plan. Because you, like me, are an eternal optimist and you believe in the good of humanity. You believe that people can change. You can believe that anyone who was negative can turn positive. People do change. You can believe even if the people around you are negative, that is good for you. You can believe that because then you can see what it is that you don't want. So the perspective that everything is good, you're allowed to adopt that because you're 5D now and you are sovereign and you create your reality. Remember last time we talked about the vaccine, how I said that if you are so sovereign and so empowered, you can do anything and it will be good for you. And someone in the comments afterwards said, yes, but I know people who took the vaccines, they believed they were good, but they got side effects. This is for sovereign, empowered beings. You know those monks who walk on hot coals and they don't have a burn on their foot? They've practiced this. They're sovereign. They believe this. In their belief system, it just won't work to get burned when you walk on coals. And they have found a way to do that, right? So everything is good. Everything is good. Look at the politics. Those of you who don't like what's going on in any country, let's say you're in a country where there's even a dictator, right? You can still say, everything is good for me. because I'm empowered and I don't believe in external circumstances dictating my life. I believe in sovereignty. And what I choose in my life, so it shall be. I choose it and so it shall be. Right? And that is true empowerment. That is true empowerment. And then you won't find yourself going round and round. Because if you are still looking to the outside saying, oh my God, this person won, we're doomed, what's going to happen? Then you don't even allow beautiful, positive realities to unfold and to see it, because you'll keep seeing the negative side of things, right? Those of you who said, oh my gosh, the person I wanted was not voted for president, prime minister, or whatever. Now we're doomed. Like, this other person's so mean, so bad. If you keep that polarity, even though, like I said, all perspectives are true, it may be true, but do you want it to be true for you? Why? Why stick with that? Why keep saying that person is bad, that person is bad? Then that person truly will be bad and harmful to you. Why? You're free now. You're 5D. You can believe anything you want. You can create anything you want. And it's not sticking your head in the sand. It's the empowerment. Now we're going to continue. I'm just going to take a little look here at what you guys are saying before we go to the next point. Are you enjoying this so far? Are you enjoying this? My Mona Lisa here. Let's see. Sending love and kindness to the collective. Love what you're saying. Witty mystic. Thank you. Just joined, thinking blah, blah, blah. I know this. I need to in my heart. Love the dark ones as well. The light, bring them together as one in the Christ energy. Yes. Beautiful, SK. Beautiful. Absolutely. What you focus on grows. Don't give energy to lower vibes and darkness. That's all part of it. You guys are all completely right. You're completely right. Yes, we're saying. Now remember to give it a thumbs up. Give it a 202 watching and 83 thumbs down. 3 thumbs down. Okay, good. All perspectives are allowed. That's fine. Smash that like, guys. Smash that like. Let's do it. Okay. Right. So let's continue. 200 people in the house. You guys are awesome. All right. Okay. Enjoying it. All right. Let's continue. Let us continue. There's more numbers and interesting things that I found out for you. All right, so let's see. Let us see. Where are we here? Yes, yes. Welcome to 5D. Hooray, hooray. Okay, so do you want to know more numbers? 1.6 currently are in 5D. Now, this timeline, which is forming, to explain this, many think everybody's going to ascend. I don't believe that. I've said that in many videos, because there are souls that choose a negative experience. That's what they choose, all right? For whatever reason, okay, hallelujah, amen, choose it. And those are the ones that are going to choose to go down this timeline. This is a negative, descending timeline. This is the devolution. This is the descension. Going into 3D, negative 3D, maybe even negative 2D. And what I saw was right now we have 28% of the world population on the negative timeline, right? And I feel everything that's been going on here truly brought these people down onto this path. So where are the rest? The rest are still here. And as this is moving along, you can imagine this churning along, boom, 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 churning along, churning along. You know, spitting people out. Woo, some fly up, some fly down into this timeline, right? More are being spat out and then they fly up and they fly down, and this is continuing on and on into the future. Now, how many people are here? 70.4 people percent. 70.4% are still being churned. And they're not here, not there, not there. They're in the middle of it. They're in the middle of it. So we're kind of going like moving forward like this. And this is kind of like, you know, the hurricane where you're sucked down. Not up, you're sucked down. But every single person has the opportunity to go up. Because as we're splitting, we are still in one physical reality. But what I truly believe, what I've seen, is that physical reality is going to split apart more and more and more and more. And I've got some numbers for you here. All right, I've got some numbers, some time frames. Now, predictions are difficult. All right, predictions are difficult. Let me put this up a little more. Because of this whole churning effect. So I tried my best to get some numbers. So let's see. So when is it going to get significantly better for us? Because we, even though we are creating our 5D beautiful earth, this is still visible. We still see the rest of the people. We still see this churning point. We still see all the dictatorships. We see, you know, people here who are suffering, who are going down. We see it. It's visible. So when will it get better? When is there a shift of this kind of calming down a little bit significantly? And I got in 2 years, 8 months, 2 years and 8 months from now, things are going to get significantly better. Okay, better. That means for us, the physical circumstances of Earth will be a lot better. We will see things are going to lighten up a lot better. We'll be more free. We'll have more opportunities. Doesn't mean it's not getting better now, but I think 2021 is still kind of like, all right. So in 2 years, 8 months, significantly better it will be. All right. That's what I got. Then what I got here, the whole of humanity, the likelihood in percentage of how many percent are going to end up in the negative timeline that will implode at some point. I feel this negative timeline, right? This one. At some point, I mean, if things get more and more and more negative, it either explodes, or I don't know what happens to it, or it's going to be some hellish place when it goes really, really far down. Because, I mean, if you go down from 3D, 2D, 1D, what is there? There are the negative dimensions and might even go into minus 3D. Well, I would say it is in minus 3D, minus 5D, which is true hell, right? Which is true hell. Minus 5D is hell for me, plus 5D is heaven, right? So this here, now, the likelihood of humanity going down, 28%. 28% of humanity in general. I know there'll be several incarnational cycles. I'm just saying in general, only 28% will remain on that negative timeline. And the rest are actually 72% of humanity will be in the positive timeline. So that is brilliant. That means most of us are going to end up there. Now, remember that video I made where people were complaining, what's going on? When this will happen? When there will be a beautiful earth? 500 years was the minimum time. In 500 years to 800 years, we will have new earth, paradise matrix, 5D ascended earth as it's meant to be. 500 to 800 years from now, okay? And it makes sense. I mean, look at what's going on. You really think this is going to change overnight or in 2 years or in 10 or in 100 years? No, it's going to take a little bit of time. But that's okay. 72% will land in paradise, Gaia. 28% will land in hell, okay? And I got another really interesting number for you guys. Now, this is a physical, this is like, it's an energetic split, but it's also a physical split, because at some point, as we go along, we will not be able to see this timeline anymore, and they will not see us anymore. So the thing is, we need to have the earth slowly moving apart so that all the people on the negative timeline have enough time to go up. Some people may need a few more incarnations to, get rid of their karma, to get rid of the negativity, to understand, to learn as souls. So they need time to be able to say, okay, we'll make a new choice, and then they'll be able to go up. And I've got a number. I've got an interesting number. Are you ready for this number? In 358 years from now, this is the number I got in the Akashic records, but again, time frames are not 100%, but we try to visualize these things. We try to look into the future. In 358 years from now, these two Earths will be apart. So in 358 years from now, we will not see or perceive that negative timeline anymore. And they will not be able to see and perceive us. But you know what that means for them? That it's going to be harder to go up there. It's still possible. It's still possible, perhaps after an incarnation, to kind of try to get on that positive timeline, but it's going to be harder. So the human beings have 358 years where we can still see the other negative and positive timeline, where it's like superimposed like this, 3D, 5D. And before it's split, where this is not visible anymore. Of course, for us, it's going to be better, because it means that finally we've made it. We've ejected this. But for them, it's going to be harder. But again, it's what they choose. It's what they choose. So what do you think of these numbers? Let me see if I have more numbers for you. Okay. Someone's hammering next door, so I hope it doesn't bother you too much. Oh my goodness. Okay. So let's see what you guys say. I think those are most of the numbers I got for you. So, shall I keep it there? Other negative ones we'll still see for a long time. I was asking for a portal to open yesterday for me. We're the creators of our own reality. Perception is the key for our liberation, since we're all living the eternal dream. That's right. That's exactly right. So those of you who are saying, no, remember, think about it. Think about it. Remember that you can jump on that paradise timeline now and decide that everything is good for you now. Everything you see is good. You just see it as a divine plan unfolding with ups and downs, but everything you see for yourself is good, is positive, is beautiful. That's why I have been called to focus on the Christ consciousness, to focus on unity, to not focus on, who's Cabal, who's not Cabal. We know this exists, but it doesn't have to affect us. And the more we think about that, like I said before, it's important to understand what's going on, understand it, and then boom. And not keep going round and round and round and round and round and looking for saviors. Don't look for saviors, right? Don't. Because it's not going to happen. The aliens are not going to save you. Trump is not going to save you, right? Angela Merkel is not going to save you. Bill Gates is not going to save you. No one's going to save you. No one. You are the one who can save yourself, because that's what we do as sovereign beings in 5D. No more saviors. This is so important. And I still saw some comments about, about this and that person. No. Forget it. That's why I was saying we got ourselves deeply into these polarities and really, deeply into, obviously conspiracy theories. Trump will save you. Oh my God. Okay. That's what's not going to happen. That was sarcastic, right? So in the end, it's really true. Don't focus on the external, or else you will be sucked down. No more external, no more saviors, right? Those of you who believe in Jesus or Buddha or whoever, those were people who, I would say, they personified the Christ consciousness. But you know what? Now, who's going to personify the Christ consciousness? It's you and it's me. You have to disconnect because it's draining. Oh my goodness. All right. Disconnect from the live stream. Is this draining for you? Or from the collective? Whatever it is, it's fine. I hope you guys are not drained. Are you feeling drained? The second coming of Christ, you save yourself. Me, Natasha. I'm draining. I'm sorry. Sorry if I'm draining to you. All right. Drained from the people that are negative. Okay. Oh my goodness, yes. Of course. It is draining because what happens, the negative people, when they see someone shining light and they don't have that light, like we talked about last time, when they see you slipping out of their reach, they're like, oh, help me, help me, help me, help me, right? So in the end, those very clear boundaries are very important. And again, just decide that everything is good. I'm replenishing, thank you. If someone's draining you, why don't you choose to change that perspective that it's good for you? Say, wow, you're draining me? Good. This is good because everything is good. Why is it good? And then you start thinking and you start doing things. You start going, wow, because I don't want to be like you. Because maybe you are just at a different level, which is perfect for you. This is good because it shows me where I have to put my boundaries. If someone drains you, it's a reminder for you where you still need to do some growth. Lesson or blessing. Exactly. That's it. That's it. So when something happens that's negative or people are draining you, everything that happens is a mirror. It's like, wow, where do I not have my boundaries? What is the lesson that I need to learn now? I'm learning a lot of lessons lately, guys, with family and drama. The only people in the whole world who could trigger me are triggering me right now. The only people. Like very close family, an ex who I was with for a long time. They are triggering me. So I'm thinking, wow, these are high lessons. These are high lessons of sovereignty, of spiritual mastery, of dealing with this. And I get triggered, guys. You know, I'm like a little bit emotional. I get triggered and right? So the ones who drain you, everything in here, I mean, this is not easy. So it does require spiritual mastery. Do your meditation, being eternally positive. I'm the eternal optimist. Like, it's like, no, nothing's going to affect me. No, I'm not being dragged down and I can go round and round a little bit, but I'm just see it as you're flying in the storm saying, whoa, look at this. Wow, who's flying here? This is interesting. And then just decide to go up here. Right? Natasha is saving you now. You guys are funny. And no politician will bring the change. Obviously not. Because in 5D Earth, there is no such political system as we see now. I don't think there is a single political system in the world that is like a 5D, that is a 5D allowed system or that would work there. It's just not going to happen, right? So I want to tell you guys, don't feel bad. Do not feel bad for anything that you believed and thought and got dragged into. You guys, don't feel bad. And you do have the choice to disattach yourself from those beliefs, from those viewpoints, from whatever you were sucked into, good, bad, please, right? You can free yourself. You can free yourselves from that. Because remember, in 5D, now you're allowed to have all perspectives. You're allowed to change. You're allowed to say, wow, I was sucked in. No more of that, no more of that, no more waiting for someone to save me, no more ranting and raving, right? Danke, Leonie, vielen Dank. So, let me see if there was anything else in my little notes. Basically, as the last point for this no more savior or guru thing is always shift your focus back within. Shift your focus back to you. To you. What am I doing? How am I going to treat what's going on? Because in the end, you don't have direct mastery over what's going on around you. You don't have that much choice necessarily of what's going on around you, but you have the choice how to react from within. And the better you react and the more you choose that everything is good, then the outside world would shift and change to your advantage, to your benefit. And this is what I say every single time, right? That's why the whole last year for me, very personally, in my personal experience, was beautiful, was brilliant. It was brilliant. I've manifested amazing things. I had a really, really good year. And this year has been good, except for the drama of others, which triggered me a little bit, which I see as a growth opportunity. So everything that's happened, I made the choice. This will be brilliant. This will be good. Everything is good for me. I am choosing to truly move up. And you know, another thing, you can't control anything but your reactions. Yes. And then once you come to this point of sovereignty, you turn it around and you start to create your reality. You start, everything around you will shift because we create our life, we create our reality, we create our beliefs, right? So in the end, for you to go into that 5D timeline now is important because you're putting the weight, the collective weight, the more each one of you goes up here. You see, we're already at 1.6%. That's a lot. That's a lot, my friends. It's a lot. The more of you go here and decide to make a better life for yourself, the more percentages will be. Then it'll be 2%. As we go along, 3, 4, 5, 72% in the end. So the more choices you make that everything is good, that you just do not allow the negativity to enter your life and become a reality, the more the whole collective will shift. You see, so we are we, but we are also the collective. And we want to make a beautiful earth for the rest. We want to make it possible for others who are maybe here to see the beauty, to create a beautiful world, pockets, energies, you know. So they see, wow, look, there's this person. This person's living a beautiful life. Look what they've created for themselves. Maybe I can do that too. Maybe I don't have to go down here. Maybe I don't have to be sucked down. Right? And those people who are so fanatical with the polarity and the politics and are saying, no, maybe talk to them. Show them that you can be neutral and that neutrality is the best place to be. And of course, choose a perspective in the moment that you want. Next day, you can choose another perspective. That's what 5D is like, right? Okay. How long are we here already for? Oh, almost an hour, 47. Okay. What are you saying? You will admit it's a bit painful, Steph says, to think about the higher timeline not being solidified for another several hundred years. Yes, but look, how many thousands or even millions of years have we been on this earth? One day is just a tiny, 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 tiny moment in the whole of Earth's history. A few hundred years is actually very, very a short time for us to ascend. It really is. It really is. So the thing is, don't be sad because right now you have the knowledge, the consciousness, and the opportunity to create your 5D now in this very second. I'm in 5D. La la la, I'm in 5D. Do you see anything negative here? Is anything influencing me? What's out there? Right? Sickness, diseases, politics. Are they here? Are they putting a hammer on my head? No. So that's what you can do. You feel like crap, says Rosie. Oh my goodness. You guys, you guys are so funny. Oh. Of course we're going to feel like crap because we're in this, and it's your work. It is your work. Like we can't bypass or short pass this. It's your work to uphold the light, to get up every morning and think, what can I do today? Which one of you watched my gratitude video? The last video. What can you be grateful for today? What is beautiful today? It's the focus. Focus on the beautiful things. Look up. Look up. Don't look down. I always imagine myself looking up like this. Up into the light path, into that timeline that I drew like this. Where is this timeline leading me? What can be more beautiful in the next moment? What can I pull in that hasn't existed yet? That's even more beautiful. It's your work. It's your choice, right? Okay. Beautiful. Thank you, by the way, for those who just donated on my PayPal. I saw some donations coming in. Thank you so much for all the donations. Okay, karmic unions, relationships. Okay, for questions, I will take, let us focus on this subject. We're not talking about twin flames right now. All right, this subject, clarification of this. Any questions? Spending more time with your surroundings and connecting with nature and less through technology. Obviously, yes. Obviously, yes. To ground ourselves, to feel our soul out there. That's absolutely correct. That's why I decided, instead of getting a gym pass where you have to go in with masks, I will do forest bathing. I will walk through the forest instead. That's a choice that I made. And it's really beautiful. The darker things seem to be grateful for more. Okay. Gratitude every day. It's not easy these days to stay positive, but us way showers have to be in service to others. Bravo. Absolutely. Heads in the clouds can be good. Yes, I agree. How do you know you're in 5D? How do you feel? How do you feel? That's the thing. How do you feel? Are you, all of this, just analyze this a little bit. Does all this make sense? Do you have a higher vision? Have you done a little bit of spiritual awakening work? Are you able to see different perspectives? Do you feel the divine flow? Those are things that show you that you're going on that timeline, right? How does one stay elevated when things may be mandated, but they're not mandated yet? For you personally, that's the thing. Things will be mandated for the ones going into 3D or the ones that are tumultuous. That's the thing. That's the thing. The reality that you see in 3D, you can fly above it. You can say, no, I will not have anything mandated for me. That's just not happening. That's not in my reality. And you see your reality as being free, and then you will find ways to walk that path. Even every single other person you know is mandated. You see, that's the trick. It's a tricky one. I know it's a tricky one. Okay, put a timer on in front of the screens. Yes, a tree hugger. Yes. Oh, absolutely. You feel like you can do things to prime yourself for spiritual growth, but the deep insights will only come in your specific season. Yes, we each have an individual path of awakening, and we each have a gatekeeper spirit guide and a timing spirit guide, and they work together with you, allowing you certain things to come in and opening your mind step by step by step. That's what it is. Everyone is different. Did you know that, you guys? Your gatekeeper and your timing spirit guide are working with you, going, nah, no, not quite yet, not quite yet. Okay, yes, and you, this is something that you will understand, and that knowledge will come to you through a teacher or through a download. That's how it works, guys. Follow your intuition. Yes. You're walking 8 miles every day through the forests and past the lakes. Each day you enjoy it more. Wow, good for you, James. I should do that. I should really do that. I bet you're all like fit and trim, right? You have a spirit guide. You all have a team of spirit guides and angels, right? Do things you love. Can you explain the difference between 4D and 5D? It depends on your frame of reference. I did a whole video about 3D, 4D, 5D, what it is, but very easy. 3D is this physical dimension, vibration that we are in now, physical, spirit, and body. Why we don't talk about 4D when we say we're ascending is because 4D is this other dimension of the astral realms, and we can also see it as time, right? And 5D is the real next consciousness dimension that we ascend to. So 4D is just a frame of reference. In the law of one, they talk about densities. So we're now in the 3rd density going into the 4th density. The 4th density equals 5D, right? So it's a bit confusing. It's just definition, a term of definition. And I go with the 3D, 5D model because that's what we all know better. So 4D are the astral realms and time as well, right? Love that hair. Oh, thank you very much. Very kind. We just shift up in energy frequency all the time. Yes. Blessings. Ray of Thoth sends blessings to everyone. Thank you. Katharina, thank you very much. 5D is a stopping point. I think we live amongst 3D people. Well, 1.6% are on the path of 5D. The rest are in 3D and some are like on the lower spiral already. So obviously, yes. Sorry. Twin flame connections. Can't say much about that. Remember, we have to stay on the topic. So, can I also be in the 4D density? Time goes very fast. We can get stuck in 4D negative astral realms. Part of our soul can get stuck there in our sleep. And that's when we get a lot of nightmares, because we astral travel. Part of our soul travels through the dimensions at night. And when we have negative portals opening, when we have maybe negative entities, traumas and something like that, then we can get stuck in 4D, part of our soul. And also, negative souls, after their body doesn't function anymore, right? Their soul, instead of going up to 5D, their soul can get stuck in the negative astral realms and 4D, get stuck there. That can happen. So we can get stuck there, but it's not a very nice place. 4D for me is also a place, a lot of entities, negative things, negative souls, the false light, negative teachers, things like that. Clearing karmic backlogs. Of course, yeah. That's the work I do every day in private sessions. A planet without the illusion of scarcity will be beautiful. No more meaningless labor to survive. Absolutely. How do we help our loved ones that are still sleeping in 3D? Love them unconditionally. Love them unconditionally. Support them however you can. Don't try to override them with your ideas. Be a good role model. Shine your light so brightly that at some point they'll be like, wow, like, what are you doing? And maybe they'll be more open to listen to what you have to say, right? Okay. Now, if we don't have any more questions, I don't want to make this too long. 1 hour, I think, is a good time. Thank you so much. You're so magical. Thank you. I appreciate that. Can we connect with our gatekeeper? Of course, of course. Meditation is everything. Visualization is everything. You can channel all your spirit guides. Have you seen anyone's face morph in front of me? Not physically, but with my inner sight, I'm not naturally clairvoyant. I'm naturally claircognizant, so I naturally know things, even though I am clairvoyant now. But I see the energy behind people. I see the starseed origin shapes, like one man at the pool, for example. He was a man like very sinewy with like huge, like a lion's mane. And when I saw him, I saw a lion. I saw a cat. It was like, wow, that's a cat. That's a Syrian lion. That type of thing, right? Okay. Thank you for your work. Thank you, Rebecca. Beautiful. Is this why you can't seem to stop seeing people's auras now? It's because you are opening yourself up. You are going up in your own vibration. And then when we do that, our psychic gifts, we can see through the layers better. When you are in a higher dimension, you can see higher dimensional things and beings and phenomena too, right? That's why. Is it bad to try to astrally project to see the spirit guides? Don't do that. Don't astral project to see the spirit guides. Absolutely not. That's just my first reaction. Do this in meditation. You gotta have a regular meditation practice and visualization practice. And then you ask them to come in that way. That's what I did. Drum journeys, different things like that, right? Not astral project. That's just my opinion. Singing who instantly raises your vibration. That's a good one. Ice pictures from the car. Oh yeah. I saw many things in there. Many things. Could it be that those are deep in the conspiracy circles and unable to leave are stuck in 4D and their lesson is to get out of there? Stuck in 4D. I would say they're stuck deeply, deeply in 3D beliefs, polarities. And it could be that part of them is stuck in 4D. It is possible. I think with each person it's different. It is different, depending if they have some negative, entities, guides, or things like that. But I feel that they are just very firmly entrenched in 3D, in the third dimensional belief system, where you believe one thing and this is true and things are very simple and clear. What I believe is true, what you believe is not, right? My money karma video is such a huge upgrade. Yes, beautiful. Those of you, I did a karmic clearing workshop video way back. Take a look, search for that. That's really good. Thank you. You're welcome, Tom. Okay. All right, so you saw a former boss shrink when she saw that she was not afraid of you. Wow, nice. What will the timeline split look like on the physical realm? I think it's a gradual, I would say, perception of how life and the world is for you. And it would just be that lifetime after lifetime, year after year, life gets better and better and better, and you don't perceive as many negative things happening. I know it's a bit mind-blowing. Like, I often think about how this can physically happen, but it's an energetic split, but energy is real too, right? So I just think that, let's say in 358 years, let's say we have 4 incarnations until then. Each lifetime, Earth will be more beautiful, depending where you are. If you are in the 5D timeline already and you incarnate again and again and again, then you will perceive where you are living, how you're living better and better and better. And the negative things, entities, realities, you will just not perceive so much anymore. You won't see them anymore unless you really want to and you want to look for them and get sucked in again. I mean, think about this. You guys heard about all these things that came up again. Like, remember all, the underground children, the human trafficking, all that stuff that's coming up? It was there all along, but it just was not part of our reality. Maybe we didn't even know about it. It didn't exist according to us. But it had to come up now because we're in this churn where everything is shown, where everyone has the opportunity to make a choice to see everything. As Laurie Ladd says, to shift the human collective, things have to come up, right? So I feel that's what it's like. Okay. Is that a painting inside my hutch? No, it's actually a photocopy I made by one of those Clint artists, a painting from Clint, and I just put it in there so it would look nice. Is it possible for parts of the soul to get stuck in negative spaces in 4D? Yes. How can you retrieve them? It's always the question, how do you clear your karma? How do you retrieve that? You can do that. If you are aware of something that is negative, you yourself can take a look at it and choose to free yourself from it and create your own prayer of sovereignty, create your own clearing, right? So it is possible to free yourself from anything that you see and perceive. First of all, you got to know what's happening, and then you can clear yourself from it. It's not that difficult. Okay, you have that painting too. Okay, beautiful. Can you meet your spirit guides while sleeping or just by meditation? I would say both. Some people work more with dreams. Other people work more with meditation. For me, it's meditation. I didn't meet them in my dreams. For me, It's the conscious asking. The thing is, for your spirit guides to connect with them, the easiest way is to consciously ask. Do your spiritual practice. That's why meditation is important, and visualization, practicing that. And then if you consciously want to meet your spirit guides of light, you consciously ask before you go to sleep, maybe to meet them in a dream, or you consciously ask for them to come in as you're meditating. That's it. It's not that complicated. It's not complicated, but it's not easy, right? How long did I meditate before you got in contact with your spirit guides? Wow, it took quite a long time. More than meditation. I worked with spirituality for years and years and years and years and years. All kinds of things, tools, tarot, palm reading, the Tao. I got into Buddhism. Meditation, I didn't meditate that much in my life. Maybe that's why it took long. I did drum circles, I did journeys. I became a hypnotherapist, and that was the game changer for me, hypnosis. I understood hypnosis, and through hypnosis, all these things happened through hypnosis, right? Past life, my own past life regression, going deep, right? What archangels? I'm going longer, guys. Oh, I'm going longer. Oh, no. What archangels and galactic councils offer divine Akashic vindication to the nefarious elites of our New World Order? Offer divine Akashic vindication. That's a bit complicated, that question. I'm not quite sure. I feel that there are the forces of light who assist all of us who ask for, I would say, help, for vindication. But in the end, it's us who can do it with or without the archangels or galactic councils. All beings of light can help us, every single one of them, every single one of your spirit guides, the archangels, galactic councils. If they're beings of light, they're to assist you. They can assist you with clearing your Akashic record. I would say the New World Order, the nefarious elites, like the negative ones, I don't think they need anyone to punish them, because they're just on their path to their own negative timeline, destruction and everything else. It's their choice. It's their choice. And I do work with angels, archangels, and guides, but in the end, it's my own sovereign light, my soul, that can do everything, right? You can do it all yourself. Mr. Tumnus, the lamppost. Oh, do I ever do light language blessings? Of course I do. Can someone put blocks on you from disconnecting? If you allow them, yes. Those are spells and curses. They exist, but only if you accept them, if you buy into them, if you let yourself be fearful. So obviously, look what's happening now. We have a mass spell on Earth, on the collective. A mass spell of fear through everything that's been happening last year. Sickness and disease, political upheaval, all kinds of things that cause people to drop their vibration and to contract in fear. So yes, absolutely. But you got to buy into it. If you don't, no one can do anything. Spell, yeah. A mass spell, yeah. I see that a lot when I work with clients in their Akashic record to clear their karma. The mass spells have been used for a long time in different parts of humanity, in all different countries. So, crystals, absolutely. Any crystal that you align with, yes, absolutely. You are sovereign, yes. Yeah. Do I think Hillary Clinton watches my videos? I hope not, because in one video I said that she was a negative Syrian soul with a draconian soul shift in there. Okay, that was last year. Not that I'm wrong, but I'm trying to be more neutral, right? Okay, Hillary doesn't resonate with this. Oh my God. All right, they say she is dead. Oh my goodness. I'm nice about Hillary. You see, this year we're trying to stay neutrality, and everybody, Hillary and Trump, watch Natasha's videos. I still watch that video. Have you seen that drumming video with Trump going like this and Biden going da 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 with the cat? I watched that video. It is so hilarious. Oh my goodness, all these conspiracy theories. It's all good, guys. You guys, like, whatever you choose to believe in the moment as your perspective is good, as long as it helps you, as long as it doesn't drag you down, as long as it does something positive for you, right? So the thing is, you got to take it with humor. I mean, the world is terrible enough, but you got to take it all a little bit with a bit of lightness. It doesn't help to be depressed all the time about these things. Soul trap theory, negative soul destruction of Earth because they're angry at the Creator for trapping them. Wow. A soul trap is a self-imposed trap. Any trap is self-imposed. So I don't believe in the soul trap only if you believe in it. If you believe that you will be trapped, you will be trapped, most likely. If you believe you won't, you won't. I'm not trapped. I'm not going to be trapped. You don't have to be trapped. I already know when this lifetime for me is over, I'm going to fly. I'm going to fly up there. Get ready for my next incarnation where I come back as a man, where I will be in a powerful position to make some even bigger changes. I might even be a politician. Who knows? Ha ha. Can you imagine? Right? If I don't want to come back, I won't. Chinese language. Politicians, they make it ridiculous to get us to wake up. Oh yeah, yeah. The same dream driving you nuts. Can I do an Andromedan video soon? Okay. Become a dragon. Oh, Mike, hello. Nice to see you here. Oh yeah, absolutely. Dragons are the best, the most powerful. Oh yes. Mike's a dragon? Powerful dragon you are. How many dragons do we have in the house? How many dragons are in the house, guys? Have you seen the Biden video where he's a puppet in Lincoln Memorial? No, I haven't. Okay, some on Polaris. I already made a video about Polaris. It's in my Starseed Origins list. Dinosaurs. Amy, you're a dragon. You said me, right? Lila's a dragon. Can a dragon get you to 5D? I think so. They can help. Purple dragon. Dragon, one of your spirit animals. Yes. Mike, yes. Amy, yes. Dragons in the house. We need the dragons, guys. Those of you who are dragon beings. We need you, right? We need your support. We need your light. We need your strength. You are very important. Another dragon, Jer, Mackenzie. And those who are not dragons. Have you watched my dragon videos, the Dragons of Maldek? You can call in the Dragons of Maldek to work with you. And then you can have that dragon energy. They can work with you. They can protect you. They're amazing. The dragon riders are here. Oh, yeah, absolutely. You can jump on a dragon to get to 3D. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. What does it mean if you keep seeing aliens and seeing animals from different planets? It means that your soul memory is awakening and you are looking into your past lives, or even you're able to look through the dimensions into other worlds. It's beautiful. Your dragon is purple and blue. Amazing. Johanna also has dragon guides. Called in the golden dragons again. Yes. In chat, my birthday. Are you a dragon? Difficult to say just like that. Does it matter if we know our starseed origin or who our guides are? Or is it better just to move towards ascension regardless? Move towards ascension. And it depends if you want to know. It all depends on you. I'm the one, I want to know everything. I want to know. I dig, I need to know. And I think if you know your starseed origin, if you know who you are at soul level, that way you see your brilliance. You see you are so much more. And that helps. It really helps. It helps. It changes something in you. It changes something. When you see the whole brilliance of your soul, wow, look, I was in the Pleiades. I was on Maldek. I've lived these beautiful lives. I have this beautiful potential. I'm a dragon being. I'm a whale being, right? I'm an Arcturian being. These things absolutely help you raise your consciousness and help you kind of fly above the 3D physical, practical reality, right? It really, really helps. As an eternal being, you can create whatever you want to see in your future. Yes, absolutely. Insectoids and mantids. You have a strange connection. Okay. All right. Everyone wants to know about twin flames. I'm not a twin flame specialist, guys. I don't know everything. I don't know everything. Pleiadians in the house. How do you know what starseed you are? That's the question. That's why we have this YouTube channel, to help you figure that out. There's no easy answer. It's all about your spiritual mastery, your spiritual process, asking, meditating, going deep, knowing yourself, learning about what starseeds they are, so you have a frame of reference, feeling into it, asking your guides. It's a long process. Your question is answered by every single video on this channel, right? Twin flame is about meeting yourself. Very interesting perspective. Wow. Ask, says Sousa's light. Ask. That's right. Ask. Yes, 5D, bring it on. Cygnus. Don't know much about it. Lady with white veil appeared by my shoulder. Wow. Maybe a spirit guide. You're thankful for this amazing awakening. Ah, okay. All right. Know your inner voice and let it shine so bright onto yourself and others. Beautiful. So now we've gone over time 15 minutes. So I want to leave you with welcome to 5D. Welcome to your sovereignty. Welcome to everything is good. Welcome that what you choose, so it shall be. Let's leave you with that. So you missed my tarot readings. Maybe I'll do another one. When is my course ready? I'm trying to work on it, but people keep emailing me and booking many, many readings, personal ones. And when I do those, I can't concentrate on my course, but I don't want to say no, right? Okay, so thank you so much. I'm going to really try to do one a week where I talk about something like this and then take questions. So get some questions ready for next time. Think about what you want to know about all this stuff. And we'll do this again very soon, okay? Thank you so much. Love you all. I hope this has helped you a little bit. You guys are so amazing. You really, really are. I'm surprised every day what a beautiful, gorgeous community you are. And I'm seeing all of you just like shining so bright. You are shining so bright, all of you. You guys are just awesome. You're awesome. You are the ones that is helping. You're the ones that are helping this ascension process right now. Without you, this wouldn't happen. Truly, truly know your worth. Know your worth. Know your importance. Feel the light. It's true. Okay. Thank you so much. Love you guys and see you soon. Bye for now. Bye. Bye.